It is very profitable to keep people financially uneducated. One system that profits heavily from this folly is the bank. If the bank were to live by its own principle, that's the save heavy culture, it would be out of business because your money is a liability to them. They are liable to pay you back. That's what it means. If you look up the word liability, it basically means debt, credit on their own side. In fact, let's analyze this clearly. A balance sheet consists of two sides, the debit side and the credit side. So your finances, the money, your deposit rather, falls on the credit side. It's an expense to them. It's not making them any money. One of the ways the banks make money primarily, first is to convince you to save money, then go out and lend your money. According to the fractional reserve system, it gives them the authority to lend out 90% of your finances and charge a huge amount of interest on that deposit. So if you go out and deposit $100, they lend out $90 automatically. So they are liable for just $10. And if the borrower decides to redeposit that amount, more credit can be created from that deposit. So another 90% is just paper backed on paper, a very big bubble that's willing to burst. Most people will sit down there, agree with me cerebrally, and this becomes a platform for you to bemoan the wealthy people and point fingers and blame rich people. But when you come to Rome, you behave like Romans. Instead of bemoaning this case, see it as an opportunity. Take advantage of it. Traverse the board and make sure it profits you. Most of the time, people go around bad mouthing politicians. They don't know what they're doing. I guarantee you, they know exactly what they're doing, but it's just working against you. They have they're doing their job very well, just that you're not the employee. They're doing their job very well. You're not the employer. So politicians have exact knowledge of what they're doing. Traverse the board and profit it and profit from those experiences. For instance, the war in Ukraine and Russia. The reason why most people struggle are voting against peace is because they are profiting heavily. You think the Armory and War Department is not profiting from that deadly experience, as heinous as it is? The people in the steel department still profit heavily. So what the fuck are we talking about? Another thing you can sit down there and analyze is, yes, I'm an average individual and I might not be able to invest directly in these various platforms, but you can buy stocks, you can buy some ETF hedged against these various businesses. Again, I'm not advocating what you should invest in or what you should buy, but these are analogies to give you literal examples of which you build a foundation upon. So instead of bemoaning the situation, seek out ways to profit from any heinous activity. Some moralists and upright people would come along and say, well, a lot of people are dying, you shouldn't exploit that kind of opportunity. I agree with you. First things first, the Bible says it, you are sent as sheep unto wolves. If you do not understand the laws of the jungle, you would get eaten. That's the first one. The second is, if the opportunity exists, it will be exploited. Whether you exploit it or not doesn't change the fact that it won't be exploited. It's like chasing an alcoholic from your liquor store. Does that stop him from buying alcohol? Or does that reform him necessarily? Exactly. So what the fuck are you doing? Take advantage of opportunities. Second one is learn how the system works and use it to your advantage. And we've subtly touched upon that with the various analogies I initially stated. So learn the rule of the game, use it to your advantage, use it to your profiting. There is no reason, or it is a waste of time. Fuck, what's happening? Or it's a waste of time to bemoan your situation. It's a waste of time to try and bend the rule or create a new rule. All you need to do is to follow where the money is going, position yourself, and you'll be fine. So that's one aspect. Another thing I would like to share is do not let religion, do not let some kind of wrong or inaccurately communicated beliefs limit you from taking opportunities. I know people over here in Africa who would not sell something to a certain kind of individual just because it's from a different faith practice. Now, as ridiculous as this sounds, there are so many people plagued with these limiting beliefs, and to them, it's a virtue signaling thing. When they engage in that activity, they go back to God and they feel proud because, yes, I lost $1 million deal because I didn't do business with this guy. Not necessarily because he's unethical or he makes money legally, but he's from a different faith practice. And we have people recycling seasons of pain up until this day. So do not take this thing for granted. If there's anyone who is still limited or plagued by this poor mindset, share this video to him. You could be doing him more favor than you think. I hope I kept this succinct and information dense. As always, my friend, pleasure speaking to you. See you in the next one.